My name is Luke Elliott, and earlier this morning, today's Friday, I had CalTrans and Highway Patrol show up on a piece of property where I live at, order me to get up and move and leave, not to touch anything, and to get out of the area, that they're going to clean the area up. And the process of cleaning it up, they take all my personal belongings that I'm not allowed to pick up. They told me not to touch them. You can grab your backpack and go. And that's all we were allowed to grab. There were three people there, a gentleman named Kevin and another woman named Kathy. We just live there. We don't make a mess. We keep it clean. We buy our food with food stamps, and they took all of it. They do it every time. They do it every month. This is the fourth time. This is the third time that it's happened to me, being in that place. Whereas up until this last year, 2018, I never had a problem living on that piece of property. I never had CalTrans bother me. As a matter of fact, I've spoke to CalTrans supervisors, and they've let me know if it's clean and we don't have to come clean it up, we won't stop. These guys, no matter what I do, stop, and they come and they come first thing in the morning. But before the sun comes up, just about, and they bring two buckets, claw bucket front end loaders, and two dump trucks, and they just start scooping stuff up. They've almost run me over with the bucket, trying to get out of its way. They don't care. They deliberately target things that they know we're going to need, such as our food. I try to keep everything in a shopping cart. Well, all I got to do is just get up and get out of the way, grab my cart and go. It's almost impossible. I've not broke any law other than going to sleep and wanting someplace to sleep. It just doesn't. They won't give their names. The officers, the highway patrol officers. I don't know why. The only reason they bring the highway patrol is because the highway patrol is unanswerable to anybody. They don't have to. If you're on that freeway, if you're any kind of association with that highway, they can do what they want. I live in the city of Salinas. That highway passes through this city. That property is not used by anybody. It's not used for any purpose, except for somebody to spend money on. Okay? I don't know what these people do. I don't know where they get their motivations from. I'm not really concerned anymore. I've lost my desire to overlook, to turn my cheek. Okay? They've already had CalTrans employees threatened. They've already had CalTrans. This is what I get from the highway patrol when I talk to them. That's why they're there, because these employees get attacked and threatened. They get attacked and threatened because they bother people's personal property. Okay? I have the right to protect my property. I don't care where I am. It doesn't say only here or only there when it tells me I have the right to protect my property.
So legally they were supposed to provide a notice.
No notice whatsoever. Any of the 3 times. I have seen no notices anywhere. And I travel all over this area looking for them. I haven't found one yet. If I find one, I'm taking it. That way I know I've got it. And I'm going to make copies of it, pass it around to the other homeless people so that they know on this day they're going to come through. Don't be there. I tell them, look, whatever day you're going to be here, let me know. I don't care how far in advance you let me know. There'll be nothing there. It's no inconvenience for me to move my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Smart
It's
thing
an
to do.
inconvenience for me to replace it. It's no inconvenience to move it. I don't.
Exactly. Yeah, you'd much rather keep it. So you had no notice.
None.
And you said it's not the first
Patrol
time.
says, no, this is the 3rd time in the same spot, and the Highway Patrol said the same thing each and every time. We received no notice. Give us 5 minutes to get our stuff and we'll be gone. No. That's the answer I get. No.
Have to leave now.
You have to get up and go or you're going to get arrested. So if I want to spend my day in jail and lose everything I have, I can argue with them. Or I can take what I can grab and go.
Cut and run.
Or I can choose another course of action, and that's illegal. And I won't
Right.
choose that anymore.
Probably wise.
Considering the amount of time I've spent locked up and the things I've been locked up for. Yeah. Not breaking the law is a wise thing for me.
What are you going to do from here? How are you going to recover?
I don't know. I really don't. I didn't know what I was going to do. I pushed our stuff over behind the Connex. It's on an empty lot. It's right on the freeway. I mean, not on the freeway, but on Main Street. And my two campmates are sitting over there laying down resting because they got woke right up out of sleep. I was the only one awake. And
So you say you lost a lot of blankets and food?
I lost blankets. I lost the majority of my food. Any other essentials I would need to survive.
How about the other two guys?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah, everybody. Each one of us. I mean, we all keep our food together. One of us gets food stamps. And it provides enough for all three of us. The gentleman that stays with us he's a retired veteran. He's over 60 something. He has mental health issues. The female I camp with has mental health issues, documented mental health. They get put in the hospital every now and then. The CalTrans workers have this thing that causes them to think, that goes on in their head, that causes them to think that they're immune to prosecution for theft. You know, law defines theft as taking my personal property with the intent to deprive me of its use. Doesn't say any other exception. That's it. If you take something that belongs to me and it doesn't matter where it is either. If it belongs to me and you take it with the intent to deprive me of my use, you just stole something. These people just stole a dump truck, the property of 3 individuals. A dump truck full. They just stole it this morning. They've done it 2 other times.
What do you wish would have happened? When they came and they told you to leave, what do you wish would have happened?
If they just allowed me to grab my stuff and allowed my other 2 campmates just to grab our stuff, take 10 minutes to put it all in the carts and go. That's it. Give me notice that you're going to be there on that day. They say, well, you got 72 hours notice. I didn't get 72 hours notice. There is somebody at this camp all the time. That's why there's 3 of us here. There's somebody here at all times. Anybody that wanted to give notice, hey, look, here. That's all they had to do is walk down there. Post it up on a tree out there. We'll see it. We notice everything. We have to. It keeps us alive. You know, as far as living outside, having an address, or anything else like that, I have no desire to participate in society's bullshit. I got no desire to, and no need to. I don't need to. Other people that don't have the abilities I have to. That's just the way it is. It's not a way it was meant to be, but it's the way it is. When, you know, Kevin, my campmate, I've had police ask me how long I was going to hang out with him because he leaves a mess every time he goes. And I told him, I says, he doesn't leave a mess. You come and make him leave his personal property there. That's his stuff. Doesn't matter whether it makes sense to you. A broken stuffed dog makes any sense to you. It belongs to him. It's his property. You have a lot of petty criminals that are homeless because nobody wants to rent to them. They don't have the money. Nobody wants to give them a job. Nobody wants to give me a job, no matter how skilled I am. no matter how well I do a job. They'll let me work for a day, but they can't legally hire. They can't. Their insurance companies won't allow them to legally hire me.
Address might help that.
It doesn't matter if I have an address.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter. I can't be hired. I have a felony record with serious felonies on it. I got 29 felony convictions. I'm not proud of it. I don't do it anymore.
Right.
I don't do those things anymore. I deliberately do against them, and I make other people around me do against them to obey the law. Homeless people don't like me too much because I'm looking at them. I see what they're doing, and they know I see it, and they know I know it's wrong, and they know it's wrong, and they stop doing it. They don't bother with me because it just ain't profitable for them. But to conduct you would think, okay, the law says conduct yourself in this manner, and life will be. No, it's not.
Right.
It's not going to be anything. I can conduct myself in a legal manner throughout my entire life, and get thrown in the street.
Still victimized.
Yeah. This man is a military veteran with an honorable discharge, legally retired. Gets a military check for his retirement. What are they doing to him? This man fought for this country. He fought so that they can live in this country, and all they can do is harass him, move him on. You'll have to go now. You'll have to go now. You know.
Gosh. Okay.
Just, I know plenty of them out there. There's a 90-something-year-old man out there, Mr. Roberts. He's a military veteran with honorable discharge. And he lives in a car. And until recently, he didn't have that car. And the reason that he's that way, and he lives outside, is because living inside's a chore. Maintaining a house, that means I have to go get a job so I can pay the bills. I don't have a power bill. I don't have electricity either.
Right.
I don't need it. I don't want to pay a power bill. I don't want to pay somebody to turn my television on. I don't want a television. You know? Believe me, my wife, who's dead now, really didn't understand it either. I don't need it. It only occupies my mind when my mind should be occupied with helping those around me.
Very well. Very well. It's amazing how little we can get away with.
These people's minds that run this city and run this state government are only concerned about how they can help themselves, how they can put something in their pockets. I don't care if my pockets are empty. I know I won't go hungry, and I won't freeze to death. So I go about my day. When I see someone that needs help, I help them. I'm not concerned about it. My pockets usually end up full, and I really don't know how that happens. And I just it really gets out of hand sometimes.
You know, the gift of giving tends to wrap itself back around, I think.
When I see these people, and there's so much more that's involved in this, especially in this city, because it's a northern city, it's a gang city. And these gang members, whether they're registered or not, get employed, and they work for places like CalTrans, they work for places like the city government, dump, this and that. And I know these CalTrans workers that come to this area, and they're gang members. And they laugh at what they're doing because they believe nothing's going to be done to them, and they get to have fun. They enjoy harassing people. They enjoy taking people's stuff. They laugh about it. To have someone laugh in my face when they're taking my personal property,
Without notice.
Without any notice.
Completely illegal.
It doesn't matter whether it's legal or
that's
not.
true too.
If I'm standing there and I've got my property with me and you're laughing in my face while you take it under the color of law because there's a highway patrol officer there enforcing it, that's under the color of law. And the law is not supposed to do that.
All right. Well, we've been talking with
Luke Elliott.
Thank you very much. Stay strong, man. Stay safe.